A story of hope. Blossoming? Long ago, in a quiet valley brushed by golden fields and softened by the hum of evening winds, lived a young woman named Ruth. Her life, though still young, had already known the weight of sorrow. She had endured more loss than many twice her age. There were days when the world felt too still, too empty, as if joy had packed up and left with the ones she loved. But inside, Ruth lived a quiet, deep strength, the kind that grows not from ease but from endurance. It was like the roots of an old tree, hidden beneath the soil, unseen by others, but strong enough to keep her standing in every season. One evening, as the sun lowered itself with slow, warm strokes across the hills, Ruth stood beside Naomi, her mother-in-law, who was preparing to return to her homeland. Naomi's heart was heavy, her steps slow with grief. She urged Ruth to stay behind among her own people, telling her gently that she had nothing left to offer, no sons, no security, no wealth. She believed Ruth deserved a chance at a new life, one easier than the road ahead. But Ruth, moved by a love deeper than her own sorrow, took Naomi's hands with a tenderness that could soften the hardest heart.
And with a voice steady with devotion, she whispered words that would become her life's vow. "Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God."
It was a promise of loyalty, of courage, and of the kind of kindness that can carry two souls through any storm. So together, Ruth and Naomi began their journey down the long, dusty path toward Bethlehem. The days were hot, their sandals worn thin, and each step carried the weight of memories they were leaving behind. Yet they also carried something else, small, quiet seeds of hope not yet visible, but alive. Bethlehem greeted them not with celebration, but with curious whispers. Two women returning empty-handed was not an easy beginning. Their home was simple, their cupboards bare, but sometimes the most beautiful miracles begin in places where nothing seems to grow. To help provide for them, Ruth rose early each morning and went to glean in the nearby fields. Gleaning, collecting leftover stalks of barley after the harvesters had taken their share, was humble and exhausting work. The sun often pressed heavy on her shoulders, and dust clung to her feet. But Ruth moved through the fields with patience, gathering grain bit by bit, her hands working steadily from morning until the edges of daylight softened into gold. She did this not out of obligation, but out of love. Love for Naomi, and love for the hope that one